morning, my name is Doug Van Kampen, and last week I showed you how to set your white and your black points in Adobe Photoshop Lightroom 5. This week I'm going to show you how to set the white and black points in Photoshop CC. I'm using Photoshop CC 2014. You can see right here it's the 2.2 release. And why don't we just get to it. Alright, so the first thing I always do when I go into Photoshop is I hit Control J or Command J and duplicate my background layer. That gives me a fresh working copy to work with. That way if I really foul this up, I can go back to my background layer and start over if I choose. Now simply to set my white and my black points, what I would do is go down here to get a curves adjustment layer. And you see these eyedropper tools right here? I've got a black eyedropper, a white eyedropper, and a 50% gray eyedropper, or what I assume to be 50% gray in here. What I normally start out doing is I click on my black eyedropper, and what I'm going to do is while holding down the Alt or the Option key, it's going to be Alt on a PC or Option on a Mac. I'm going to grab this black point right here and I'm going to drag it until I start to see black appear. And that is where I'm going to grab my black point from. And then to do the white, you guessed it, I'm going to go over here to the right side and drag until I start to see white appear. And that is going to be where I grab my white from. I hover over the image, hit that right there. Boom, that is how I set my white and my black points on my image. Now, sometimes I'll go in here and I'll see what I assume to be is 50% gray. I'll try to find something that's perfectly gray in here, and that looks about right there. And there you go. It's warmed the image up considerably, and now if I go over here and I look at my values, my RGB values, they're close. They're not exactly equal, but what I'm looking for is those to be equal on both ends. So I'm looking for, you'll notice my R is 85 and 91. That's a six number difference. Ideally that would be perfect. Very rarely do I get it completely perfect, but on this occasion it actually turned out pretty good. So I'm happy with this as a starting point for my image, and from this point I would continue to process it further. Thank you very much. I hope this was useful to you, and I hope you have a great week. Thank you.